Hi there, my name is Kim Tsoukalas. I am franchise owner of Network in Action Twin Cities, and I have a wonderful, amazing member named Lisa Brainer today with Keller Williams. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Thank you so much for taking time to share with our viewers about what you do and why you do it.
Thank you so much, Kim. Happy to be here.
You have a big place in my heart, Lisa Brainer. Not only are you a wonderful, dedicated, driven realtor, but you're a wonderful person. And you're one of my founding members of our Elite Connections group. As a matter of fact, you helped me pick the name. And so I'm just so honored to have you part of our group because everyone that meets you adores you. I want to start a little bit just to share a little bit about why you love what you do, because it's very apparent that you do.
Well, thank you so much for those kind words, Kim. I do appreciate that. For me, my biggest thing is I love to make a difference for people, and that comes in all forms. But in real estate, it's such a immense transaction that they're going through, and just to be able to be part of that and make a positive impact and help them is really what I love to do.
One of the biggest things in their life, like huge, is to buy a home. I mean, it's such an important investment, and it's where we spend our time, and it can make a difference whether you are just love where you being all the time. So yeah, I'm sure that is extremely rewarding. In all the years that you've been doing this for full time, and you are very recognized, you have a lot of great awards. Share with us a little bit about like a success story where you really did make a difference for one of your clients. And I'm sure you have several, but try to pick one if you can.
There are a lot. I mean, I think the big thing is that, I get to be part of their story, which is so important. And I think the one that stands out the most, and the ones that this particular client talks to me about and tells her friends about all the time, is if it wasn't for Lisa, we wouldn't have got this house. And the story behind that was they were upsizing, and they were with a builder, and they wanted to make some changes, and the builder wasn't having it. And it just didn't make any sense. It was, the great clients, it should have been an easy thing, but because it was out of their norm or their system, they really had a hard time with it. So I don't take no for an answer very well. I shouldn't say that. I like to exhaust all possible options before I give up. So I don't give up. And so I just kept going and kept going and kept going and kept asking the next person up the ladder until we could finally get an answer that we were, okay with, and we got it. So they got to move into their dream home and sell their other home, and they are just so happy.
That is so wonderful. I mean, you can't have a real estate agent that's just a yes, ma'am, customer service person. You're putting the faith in the people that hire you, that you're going to fight for them like you would your child or your mother or your best friend, right? Like that you are not going to take no for an answer, because your job is to help your client and
Right.
and to go above and beyond. So anyone that has ever bought a house, I mean, there are so many multiple offers, or there's people that are just not working with you. And it's it's stressful enough even with somebody that's representing you that does a great job. So you take a lot of stress and off of their plates too, and you take the time to fight for them. So I'm sure they love you for that. I know that you have received a lot of special recognitions. So why don't you share with us some of those?
Yes. So 2018, I was featured on the Top Agent magazine. So I was pretty excited about that.
Yes.
And then it will be announced in October, but I was just named 2021 Super Agent of the Twin Cities. So I'm super excited about that as well. And then within Keller Williams Preferred Realty, I'm in their top 20%. So I just love what I do. I love always learning and growing, and it's just able to make it that much more of a difference for my clients.
Lisa, there are so many real estate agents out there, and Keller Williams is a big name. And for you to have those, it's not like you've been doing real estate for 50 years. I mean, it's not easy to get recognized, to be top like that. There are so many real estate agents. I'm sure that makes you really proud, and I know it's very well deserved.
Thank you.
I know you have a team. Why don't you tell us about your team? I know you're really proud of them.
Yes, I'm very excited about them. So they are actually more in the northern part of the cities. They're full-time realtors as well. So our vision is that we're going to be specialists around the Twin Cities. So
Yeah.
one is more north, eastern suburbs, and she's also licensed in Wisconsin. So that's nice for those cabins.
Yeah.
And then the other one is more north, western, and then I cover a lot of the south, and then also licensed in Wisconsin. So we really have a lot of services that we can offer our clients and be experts in all these areas, because that's
You
where we.
know, yeah, it's so true because you know what? It's hard to be an expert in every area. So to have a team that you can with confidence say, I can help with this area because you have a partner that is an expert. It is a big Twin Cities is a lot.
Mhm.
So that's wonderful. And it sounds like you are nothing stopping. You're going to continue to grow your team. You're very committed to that.
Yes, thank you. Can't do it alone, right?
You can't. It's a full, I mean, it's a 24/7 job. I know that for a fact. So what programs do you offer in your real estate business? This is really impressive. Share with our viewers.
So within Keller Williams, we have a Keller mortgage, which it saves the buyers or sellers up to $5,000 in closing costs. So that's very unique to Keller. We're also certified to do the knock lending program, which will help buyer or sellers that need to sell their house first before they buy the next one. They can get a loan on the equity in their house.
Yes.
So we have that. And then also Home Partners of America. And that's one of my favorite ones to be able to use because it's a leasing with the right to purchase program. So that's very unique too.
What a peace of mind though. I mean, it is. I remember when we were buying a few years back, I was like, where am I going to go? How am I going to do this? You know, not everybody has, I mean, some people it's having a hard time finding a house, you know, even if they're qualified and they're ready to buy, you know, it's just, that's just those are wonderful programs.
Yeah. And I think
Go
the biggest value that realtors can offer is knowing of these programs that you can having resources for your clients.
Yeah.
And knowing the contracts and knowing what options are, because you know our customers aren't going to know that. So I really think that's the true value of it. And we spend a lot of time making sure we're up to speed on what's happening out there.
Oh, well, hey, Lisa, I love having you as a Network in Action member, and so does everybody else. I couldn't recommend you and your services any more than I do. And if anybody here is looking to purchase, is looking to refine, like to upgrade or sell, what is the best way for them to reach you?
Calling me is probably the best way. So 952-250-9829. Also texting. I am gone all the time on the road with clients. And so that's truly the best way. You can go to my website as well, which is lisabrainer.kw.com, or they can email me, lisabrainer@kw.com.
Thank you again for being a valued Network in Action member. Please give Lisa a call today. You will not regret it.
Thank you, Kim. I love being part of NIA.